So maybe just like a really chic blouse up top and then running pants down below because no one can see.
A zoom top, right?
And I paid $60 for parking. And in a group of finance people, I feel like that's appreciated. So I'm leaving here with something, okay? No, I just want to thank you all so much. I feel like as a woman, we are always put in a place where we have to choose. Even coming here today, like missing my look, I am going to wear my Speedy, and this will be it. Bonjour, mes amis, and bienvenue to this will just be a quick, I guess, spend the day avec moi. C'est moi, Jessie, your resident Francophile. And here on Cappuccinos and Consignment, I focus on lifestyle, travel, and finance. S'il vous plaît, take a moment to like, subscribe, and follow. Follow me over on Insta. I have a blog, and I'm getting it on TikTok. So I am heading to NYC tomorrow for a brand invited me to an event, and I'm really, really delighted because I have been posting, tagging this brand forever. They've never acknowledged my presence, but clearly they've been looking. One second. Clearly they have been looking because I got this invite. So I don't know who needed to hear this, but keep showing up. I'm heading to a coffee shop really quick. Then I'm going to go and get a pedi. It has been way too long. I'm kind of embarrassed to go to the shop. I feel like I should have prepped my feet before going. It's that bad. Yeah, so I will see you all at the coffee shop. Ciao for now. I hope I'm going the right way. Oh wow, look at this. I miss the theater. Okay, bonjour, mes amis. We have had to cut our day short because our dear baby China isn't feeling too well. Yeah, I'm a bit bummed, and I really want to just go get a pedicure without the husband, but I told him I would wait for him. It's right next to this UPS, so you know I am really torn.
Thank you.
Okay, bonjour, mes amis. Okay, mes amis, I know this is the most crazy and unflattering angle ever. Actually, let me see if I can prop this up on something. I left my tripod in the trunk. So sorry. I left my tripod, but I am at the post office. Let's see. Come on, camera, work with me now. Nope. I'm at the post office. I am returning one of the pieces from my style box. Yesterday, I posted a reel on Insta announcing my style box, and I shared it here as a short as well. So the pink dress, I absolutely loved it. It was a bit out of the Jessie comfort zone because I do like short dresses. If you've been around, you know. However, I don't do short and tight. It's one or the other. And this dress was pretty short, and the bust was busting. Busting up out of that dress. So I am going to return that now. And I just prioritized a few other dresses. A little bit about the style box, and I will do an official video. You get unlimited rentals. So 2 pieces at a time. But as soon as you return 1 or 2 of the pieces, you can get more. So in a month, you can have pieces for the entire month. If 1 week you get 2 pieces, you wear it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, you ship it out, you can have new pieces that following week. So it's absolutely amazing. But yeah, so I'm going to ship the pink one back, and then there are 2 more things. Actually, my closet will be empty now because the faux leather dress, the brown one, I'm going to buy that one. And with the discount, it's $23, I believe. It's absolutely insane. So if you do decide to buy one of the pieces that you rented, you have the option. Did I just say that? You have the option to buy, and it's typically at a very, very discounted rate. Like that dress was 65% off once I purchased it. So my closet is empty, so I actually can get 2 more things. So I'm heading to the post office, but let me get this wrapped up. And I should add that each order comes with the bag that is already pre-labeled, so that takes out so much of the hassle. And I am just going to use this Going Green bag. A dear Mesame sent me this. So clutch. You all are about to get true content creator. I'm telling you, I'm still I'm so nervous about taking photos and recording in public, but as I was driving, I found this green wall. I mean, come on. It would be a disservice if I did not capture this. So I am going to set up my tripod. It's so windy. I am hoping the family of this beautiful home is not home and that the ring won't go off. I think I shared this. This was vlogs, like Vintage Mesame will remember this. When I first started, I had a campaign with Cybex and I did my own photos. No, Juju the camera kid took the photos. And the person spoke over their ring and was like, yes, queen, get the shot. Almost ran, terrified. Okay, let me try to get these photos really quick. Ciao for now. Missed this shot. I saw a green wall and I had to go for it. Thank you.
I know, it matches the jacket.
Right, I mean, I couldn't help it.
It's a lighter fade.
I'm gonna test it out. I made good eye.
I think it's a good idea just to get it.
Thank you. Heavy. Whew. Back over the chair. Whew. Bonjour, mes amis. Oh, it is Wednesday. It's about 10 a.m. Let me grab my coffee. Double shot of espresso. It is about 10 a.m. I have not packed yet because up until maybe a few hours ago, I did not know if I was still going. I think I mentioned yesterday that baby Chena was like a bit, I don't know what was going on, but she was not well. So I was mentally preparing to cancel this. And Vintage Mesame, you all know that like really, really triggered me. Of course, you know, just as a parent, as a mother, you know, our first instinct is just cancel everything, just whatever, kid, all of that. However, just the person, not the mom, just Jessie in me, that really triggered me because the last time I had a really big event, a really big, just really, really big, I canceled it because my mother told me she didn't think she would make it until I got back. So when everything happened with baby Chena yesterday, it just like, it was paralyzing. But I don't know if you all can hear her. She's downstairs locking the husband out of her tent. She has been running around nonstop. Thank God she is well. Even yesterday, the husband's like, no, you need to go. You have got to do this. But I still was mentally preparing to be home. So now that all is well, I am getting packed up. First, I'm going to put up some of my laundry. Yesterday I got the shot. I got the shots yesterday and I was so proud of myself because I don't like taking photos. I know that sounds odd considering that I'm like a content creator and I'm always on camera, but videos and photos are two different entities. I'm just not photogenic. I will say that. I'm not photogenic. And it's awkward. Like just standing there taking photos, you know, with the video, I'm talking, I'm moving, I'm about. So I did that and I was very, very proud of myself because that's just something I'm working on overcoming because you got to get the shot. you got to get the shot. So I will show those photos. Well, some will be a thumbnail of this, and then the others I will post as, yeah, like a photo here. I will only be in New York. This is going to spill. I will only be in New York for a little over 12 hours. One second. I will be in New York for a little over 12 hours. So truly, I could really just take, where are my hangers? Truly, I could just take like my Neverfull. I really don't need much, but I want to take my Horizon because I just haven't taken it in a long time, and I may change. So I am thinking the events will be over at about 9:30, I believe. And I just want to treat myself to have a really nice dinner. So I will make reservations somewhere tonight. I actually just like got the hotel and got my transportation and everything there. So I need to leave here at, actually, what time? I think I need to leave at noon. So that gives me 2 hours to pack really quick and yeah, get there. I have not done my skincare routine. I am still in the process. I just washed my face. I did a quick wash and I put on facial oil. Luxe by Lena, absolutely amazing. She is a mesame and she is so amazing. She is also an Academy Award nominated makeup artist for Black Panther. She's just amazing. When I tell you, I have some bomb mesame. I'm talking judges, physicians, mothers at home, like homeschooling, multiple children, still producing content. I have historians, teachers, you name it, you name it. I just love it. I absolutely love how vast we are. And that's one of the things where it's always so hard for me to niche down because we are not one person. Even if you are a stay-at-home, I homeschool, even as a homeschool mom, like that is not my identity. There's more. There's levels to this, okay? So I don't think I'm going to pack everything. I just wanted to get a few pieces. I will eventually get out the luggage, but I was trying to think what I was going to wear. I'm really thinking I'm going to wear my tried and true. I actually wore this the last time I was in New York. It's my tried and true little black dress. It just makes me feel like a princess. I feel so good in this dress. And this is why I encourage mesame to invest in things that you love, because you can wear it over and over again. I've had this dress for maybe about 6 years or so, and I wear it. And there's multiple reasons why I want to wear it this time. One, I just love it, like absolutely love it. But two, I have put on weight, and some of my like faux leather dresses are a bit, okay, let me address something really quick. I wasn't going to, but since I brought it back up, I'm going to address it. Please do not leave comments about I don't understand what weight struggles are and things of that nature. I had to delete a lot of messages when it must have been my last vlog. I can't remember which one, when I mentioned me gaining weight. Just don't. And it's one of those things where we are all different. Yes, I'm still small to some people's standards, but for me, I can tell the difference. When I put on my clothes, when I wear certain things, I do not feel comfortable. And truly, no one else's opinion matters but mine. And that goes for you too. No one else's opinion matters but yours. And this was something as a personal stylist, I really had to learn, because I would work with clients and they would say things like, oh my God, I look horrible in this. And I'm like, you look amazing. Baby Gina. And I'm telling them how amazing they look. But I soon realized it does not matter what I say. That's not yours. What's yours? The stack of clothes? The purse? Yes, it will be yours eventually, but not now. Over on Insta this morning when I was recording my daily espresso video, she took all of my bracelets. I will insert a clip. So I could not like record my video the way I usually do. No, you are not taking this. This is mine. Yeah, so with all of that being said, your feelings are valid. And back to the dress. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and wear this dress because I always feel so confident. There will be like unlimited champagne, and please don't knock the tripod over. there will be champagne and dinner and all of those things. And I do not have to I don't want to have to worry about feeling uncomfortable in one of my fitted dresses. So I'm going to wear this and be fabulous and love it. So really, I'm trying to think. I will have time to go to the hotel and change. I don't want to wear this. I want to pack this. So I'll wear something different on the train and do a quick change. And so really just an outfit for tomorrow coming back. That's it. It's not too much of a packing avec moi. We'll pack again. And my toiletry bag, I keep toiletries in a separate pouch that are just ready to go. So when I travel, I just grab that pouch and that's it. So it's really not much, but I'll still show you all. Actually, let me get some of these clothes hung, and yeah, I'll like just put the camera on my horizon. Alrighty, ciao for now. You know I have to get the Sex in the City going. Oh. I need to make sure I take everything out of this purse before I leave. Maybe I should just pack this one. Well, I don't know what I'm going to wear. Let me just sit it up here. Put it back in its place. More than likely, I'll wear my jumbo flap. Because it's a nice, elegant bag. But let me get you some jazzy tunes, and me, I will be watching Sex in the City.
I'm just saying, my oldest son, Jackie, had a baby who died 2 weeks old.
You did it, yeah.
She asked me to be the godmother. What? It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. It's a huge responsibility. I know people whose friendships have ended because someone was a disappointing godparent. Why are they so...
So it has been about an hour since I last recorded, and I have gotten nothing done. Well, relatively speaking, nothing related to New York, just I'm getting baby Chena down for her nap so that I could pack in peace. So I'm considering taking my new luggage that I am so obsessed with, and you all are as well, at least me over on Insta, because when I posted that luggage, it's a Ramova dupe, sold out, like back ordered. I initially thought about taking that bag because now that the husband is home, I'm not on as tight of a time restraint. Like I haven't gotten my ticket to come back, but I will be coming back tomorrow. Well, not your tomorrow. I'll be coming back. Wait, now I'm getting confused with the time travel. Today's Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be coming back, yeah, tomorrow, but not your tomorrow. Yeah, because you're going to watch this Thursday. So your tomorrow would be Friday. So since I'll be coming back the next day, let's just say that I wanted to just take my horizon. But with that being said, when I thought that I was on a really, really tight schedule, I was going to get home as early as I could. But since I have a little more flexibility, I'm like, oh, maybe I could stop at a vintage shop or so, which I did not have great luck the last time I was in New York. Actually, last week, 1 week ago. Wow, I was in New York last Wednesday. I went to a few vintage shops and I did not find much. That was a different location than I usually go to, a different neighborhood rather. And if you are interested, I do sell vintage and thrifting guides in different cities. I have New York, DC, Maryland, Virginia, Montreal, Dubai. Check those out if you'd like. Yeah, so since I have more time, I could do that, but I'm thinking maybe I'll still get home a bit early. Or if I do stay a little longer, I can just like go to a museum or something, or just have a really nice long breakfast sitting. All right, so let's get packed. Oh, this is still in here from Pahi. Still have my converter. I think I'm gonna wear this coat that I wore in New York. I feel like the last time I wore that coat was last October or so when I was in New York. I got it during DC Fashion Week. This is before I was online. I don't even think I had any social media at that time. I went to DC Fashion Week and this model came down the runway with the coat on. I said, I'm getting that coat. After the show, in true Jessie fashion, I found my way backstage and the designer wasn't there, but her assistant or PR was there. And I said, I want that coat. He informed me that it was not for sale. I told him everything has a price. Who did I think I was? Who did I think I was? I didn't know how much that coat was. He called the designer. I spoke to her. I told her I want that coat. Bought the coat off the model. If that's not a boss move, I don't know what is. Like, to this day, when anyone compliments me on that coat, I'm like, oh. And it's an original. It's one of one. No one else has this coat. It is a one of one. So I'm going to wear that tonight. I will say it's pretty cold. It's cold here, so I know it's going to be colder in New York. It's not really practical. Like, it's heavy, I should say. It is very, very heavy. That is, I think, one of the thickest coats that I own. But it's bracelet length, so I will have to wear long gloves. I'm going to have to put on some kind of fur collar or something to keep myself warm. So I will wear that up and down when I come back because I do not have space. There's no, let me get the coat. There's no way I could pack this in any luggage. So I have to wear this. Isn't this amazing? Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to wear this. And yeah, that'll be that. I'm going to grab my toiletries. I will lower the camera so that you all can see me packing, and then I'll do like an aerial view, but I will pick back up with you all. I'll get a shot from like the train station.
Generating jobs. They ain't doing nothing.
I had to drive to New York. I had to drive to New York. Bonjour, mes amis. It's been crazy. It has been so crazy, but I am so thankful that I'm checked in. I made it here on time.
432. Going down.
432. Yes. Oh, let's see. Where am I going? Here. I am fortunate. I made it here safely, and things are going to be fabulous. So fabulous. Okay, so let me flip the camera. And I got a free upgrade. I have to dash and change. You'll see the wrong one I do. Let's see. Ooh la la. Oh my goodness, look at this. Come on with the free upgrade. Okay, I have to get dressed. I am so behind. It was crazy. So while I'm getting dressed, I can tell you all, I left my bracelets. I was driving. I was just so disoriented. Going to, okay, there's no luggage. Okay. So disoriented baby China was like a bit fussy, and I'm like all over the place. Leave. Get it together. Leave and get halfway to the train station and realize I did not have my bracelets. I broke down crying. And I know it's more than the bracelets. Like, these bracelets are significant to me. Like, they mean so much to me. And it's, you know, it's my mom, everything. I was not going to make my train. So I had a decision to make. I could not go, not show up. I could, message the PR rep and tell her that I was not going to be able to make it. Or I could make it happen. Turned around, went home, got my bracelets. I'm in New York. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off because I have to change really quick. I am double parked up front. The hotel does not have parking, which before didn't matter because I didn't have a card. Now it does. Okay, I'm going to change out and then I will check back in. Ciao for now. Okay, I am running out of here. This is the look. I am going to wear my Speedy and this will be it. Okay, I'll see you all. Ciao for now.
Seats up. They're all mine. So it's all for you guys.
Go ahead. Ready? We're ready.
Okay.
Why did everyone get quiet?
That's what I was
Like a moment of silence. A moment of silence for the Prosecco.
That would be very dramatic. Do that again for me. Welcome everyone to our first in-person event for TFD in 2023. We are so very thrilled to have you this evening. We are doing our very special live podcast event, Founding Your Future, presented by Saks Off Fifth. Give them a round of applause. So for those of you who don't know,
But, make sure that she can do it even when value is top of mind.
so maybe just like a really chic blouse up top and then running pants down below because no one can see.
Exactly. A Zoom top, right?
A Zoom top. So just to kind of kick us off, this is obviously called Founding Your Future, which full context, we actually cycled through a few names of what we wanted to call it because I do think there's a really fine line to walk when we talk about, getting ahead and building a career, like obviously say yes and to do a good job. I think so. We had a question over here. Just want to check. We have time for like 2 more questions. Yeah. 5 more. Okay, so I think we can fit 2.
Thank you. I have more of just a thank you. I feel like I have to say something. I drove here from DC and I paid $60 US for parking, and in a group of finance people, I feel like that's appreciated. So I'm leaving here with something, okay? No, I just want to thank you all so much. I feel like as a woman, we are always put in a place where we have to choose. Even coming here today, like missing my train because of my child and having to decide, am I going to stay home and play the mom? Well, not play, I'm doing it all the time outside of now, but am I going to stay home and be mom, or am I going to pursue my content creating career and go to New York and do what needs to be done? And even in the content creating world, I feel like we're still being made to choose what's your niche. If you pitch to a company, that's the first thing. Are you fashion? Are you finance? Who are you? A mommy blogger? Because I saw your kids in the background. Like, who is this girl? Like, so I just want to thank you all so much for just providing the space, for inviting me and all these amazing content creators that I have met here today. So I guess I do have a question now.
Sure.
with that, do you have any advice as far as financial planning in order preparing yourself to become an entrepreneur as a mommy?
Oh, well.
Well, you can leave that part out. That's very personal, yes.
No,
But
I mean,
if you do want to share tips, thank you.
Of course. I mean, for what it's worth, I actually think the majority of financial planning that should specifically center around potential entrepreneurship or even like freelancing, side hustling, etc., like is kind of the same irrespective of whether you have a child or not. Like the strategies might vary slightly and you just probably need more money. Like you have to have a bigger buffer. But overall, the two biggest things that I would recommend from a financial planning perspective, number one, and we do a class about this, Lauren and I, but like you want to give yourself a very staggered runway from, if for many people, if you are coming from a steady income, like figure out what that number is that you need to match, and like don't expect that you will go from 100% earning it at your job to 100% earning it from your project or business. Expect that there will be shades of gray and plan for what you're going to do to supplement that income as you make that transition. So for Lauren and I, when we were going through TFD in the early days, like the first year we took home basically zero, the second year we took home $25,000, and only by the third year were we both taking home salaries that were comparable to what we left before. So in that time, freelancing, you were doing, I think, cater waitering, she says with a heavy, a heavy sigh, all of that kind of stuff. She lived at home for a while during that time. There are obviously a lot of different, more like gig-oriented stuff. I obviously took freelance work, but I also have tutored and things like that. So kind of just making a plan for the in-between time, because it's a lot longer than you think. And if what you're waiting for is the moment where your income from this project is full-time, you will wait forever and probably put yourself in a bad financial position. Second, is just to remember that whatever your emergency fund was before, you should probably double it. Like we generally recommend 3 months, because I think more than that, you're not doing yourself any favors by keeping it in a savings account. But you definitely want to be at least like the 6 month level of an emergency fund before you go independent, because it's not even about how much you're earning. Like so many clients take forever to pay. Like we have a client right now. We'll be real, vague about this, but suffice to say, we are having to hunt our money down, machete in hand. We're like, you owed us this much money last year, and that happens to us today with all the resources that we do have. When you're a freelancer, you have even less leverage, and you might already be on 90-day payment terms, and then 90 days comes and goes. So really planning for that, I think, is essential. I think we have time for one more quick question, and then I'm going to pass it back.
Someone told me that before because I thought that I was going crazy. But because you're running, you're just so excited, you're thriving, and many times the focus is, I need to make some money. Don't be surprised if 6 months from now, you want to lay down indefinitely for a little bit. I don't know any entrepreneur who left their job who didn't go through that, and we all talk about it later instead of in the beginning. Questions? Any questions in the room here?
It's me again. Hi, I'm back. Thank you so much. So I have, I'll keep it as short as I can. One, how do you handle, as a woman of color, a Black woman, how do you handle the being thankful to be here? I moved up the ladder so quick, and in my family that was the epitome. You should not want anything else. You should be so thankful to be here. But when that's not enough and you want more, and people make you feel bad and they don't respect your boundaries of you saying, I want to pursue something else in life, like how do you handle those boundaries? People not respecting your decisions that you're making with your career, because you should be thankful to have gotten as far as you have in your career.
I love that question. I had to fix my executive presence, because immediately I think some people looked at me. I was like, wait, no. We're not thankful to be here. You belong in every room that you are in. You are there because of the hard work that you've done. You are bringing value to your organization. No matter where you came from or what your background is, you don't have to be thankful to be in the room. You work to be in the room. And I think that when you're around people who have that mentality, I personally do not like it. It makes me very, very angry. But I would challenge you to find people who are in the rooms you'd like to be in. and surround yourself with a network of people who are on similar paths. I think as a business owner, I remember when I first started my business, people didn't understand, like, why are you spending so much time building out this little blog? I was blogging on Blogger in like 2011 with a name I will not tell anyone in this room.
Tell us,
I can't figure out how to take it from Google. So I'm not telling you, but people thought I was nuts.
Right.
But then I found this whole community of bloggers who are doing the same thing, and it makes you feel not crazy. I think that people are products of their environment and their surroundings. There's that saying that you are the reflection of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So when you hear people telling you you're too much, you're too much, you're too much, this is not enough for you, or you should be happy here, you need to go into rooms where you're not the smartest person, you're not the most ambitious, and people are able to support you and hold you in going with your goals. Not to say you can't be friends with those people, but sometimes you don't share your things with them anymore.
Yes.
And it's okay. Some people will project their fears, like my dad.
She on her phone.
Shauna!
Hi, jaywalking? Everyone else? Okay. Okay, bonjour, mes amis. I know the lighting is like horrible, so you have to bear with me. And yeah, I'm walking back. I also have coffee. Okay, so I have to remember that in the morning. You know what? Let me catch up with you all once we, I mean, it is we're in this together. Once we get back to the hotel. Back in my room, and now I'm packing up. I can barely move. That's true. I can barely breathe. This room smells like loud. Yeah, I said it. This room reeks of smoke, and I'm so upset because my luggage was here and my clothes, so everything now smells like. So I just called the front desk, and they're saying they can move me, but all of like the upgraded rooms have been taken, so I don't know where they're going to put me now. This is crazy, and this is why I always wait to give hotel recommendations. I'm not gatekeeping, I'm not doing any of those things. It's issues like this. Had I just said how amazing this hotel was and this and that, look at me now. So now I'm packing up all my things, hoping I don't forget anything. Ciao for now. Bonjour, mes amis. It is Thursday and I am in a new room. Last night, when I got back from the event, it was about 10:30 or so. When I got off of the elevator, the smell was so pungent. Like I had to look like, where am I? When I got to the room, it smelled, I mean, it was ridiculous. It was loud. Let's say that. It was real loud. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I had to call the front desk. They had to move me. They did not have any more of like the upgraded rooms that I had, but they did have another room with a city view. And that's the upgrade. Like I really, really love having city views. If you have ever been to New York, that's a luxury. A lot of times your room will be facing a brick wall, and that's just how it is because it's so many buildings. So I always want a room with a view. The room that I was in before was so beautiful. Like I had the sitting area. It was nice, but I would have felt a test had I stayed there. So packed up all my things, came to this new room. While in here, I could still smell it. Different floors, several floors apart. I could still smell it. So I'm going around the room. I'm smelling myself at this point because I'm like, did I say moi? It was so pungent that all of my clothes smelled like that. I had to sleep with the window open, hang my clothes up by the window to get the smell out. Like it was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, but c'est la vie. So ran out, grabbed some coffee. I am just staring at this amazing view. I am a city girl through and through, born and raised in cities. Whenever I relocate to different countries, I am always in major cities. Like that's how I relax. I utterly detest the sun, sand, and pina colada. So my definition of relaxation is this: being on like I don't know what floor I'm on at this point, maybe the 37th floor, overlooking the city, walking around to cafes, stumbling into small shops, museums, sitting like that's my definition of relaxation. So let's catch up. This was supposed to have been a two-parter. I wanted to have this vlog posted today, which is Thursday, but life be lifing. Yesterday I missed my train, and it's no one's fault but myself. I wanted to just keep snuggling with baby Chena, although she was feeling better. When it was time for her to go to bed, like nap time, she wanted me to lay with her. That kind of put me back. I packed, got ready, and looked at my nails, and I really, really wanted to do my nails. Vintage Mazami know that that's my thing. I love clean, crisp manicures, and I do them myself because I've had such a hard time finding salons that would last, and paying so much for them to chip in a few days, like that's just not okay. So I have not had my nails done since before my mare passed, and having them done again really signified I'm back. It was just something. It was something that it did. And so I was determined to do my nails before I left. I know that may sound weird, but it felt like anew. Something was happening by me doing my nails. So I got that done. I still would have made it to the train station on time. Granted, I would have had to like do a donut in my car on the tracks, the platform. I would have made it. As I'm driving, I looked down and I saw that I did not have my stack. If you all remember earlier in the vlog, I shared that baby Chena took, I actually think I inserted the video of baby Chena taking my stack, my bracelets, and not wanting to part with them. I had to take them off of her arm while she was asleep, so I hid them because I did not want her to wake up and still see them, and then we have to start that cycle again. Me rushing out of the house, I totally forgot because they weren't where I typically have them. As I'm driving, look down, realize I don't have them. I break down. I just break down crying. I call the husband, and he, of course, he wants to know what's going on, what's wrong. I told him I left my bracelet. His initial response, as with most people, would be, okay, girl, go get on the train. But I guess the Lord saved him from saying something ridiculous. So he called himself and he said, what are you going to do? Because you're going to miss your train if you come back. I could not leave without my bracelets. I know that sounds, again, so silly, just like with the nails, but this is a part of me. Like each of these bracelets, each of these beads have very, very significant, sentimental, spiritual, just all of those things attached to them. And the thought of one, taking another trip without being able to call my mare when I arrived, to not talk to her at the end of the day, not to send her videos throughout the day. Like that was my thing because my mare did not travel much throughout her life, and so she lived through me. So anytime I traveled, I sent her videos, and not being able to do that and not having, this is like my security blanket. It was just too much for me. So I turned around and went home. I get in the driveway. The husband has the baby on his hip, comes out to the car, and he's like reaching in the boot. You are not in South Africa. He reaches in the trunk and he's grabbing my luggage. And I told him, what are you doing? He said, getting your things out. Because he knows his wife. Typically, that's it. I miss a train, that's it, I'm not driving. I told him, oh, no, I'm just coming in to get my bracelets. I'm going to drive. He said, you're driving to New York? I said, oh yeah, I have places to be. Grabbed my sparkling water. I won't say the brand. Hopefully I can collaborate with them one day. Grabbed my favorite sparkling water and got on the road. It was much needed. I do not like driving. I really, really don't. But that drive was so therapeutic. I listened to podcasts. I just had time to think. I had time to be by myself, which I have not had. So it was really, really needed. And the husband called as I got on the road. And this just shows you how out of sorts I am, because I'm a very positive person, like to a fault. I give people benefits of doubt. We're not going to even go there, but I can be very Pollyanna. This wasn't the case as of late. The husband called, and when I saw him calling, I started feeling warm, like my body temperature rose, because I knew that he was going to just see, I told you you should have left earlier had you been prepared, which he would have been right. That's why I was upset, because he would have been right. And the husband is also extremely punctual. That's what I knew he was going to say. I did not want to take the call, but there was no way I was going to ignore his call, especially being on the road. I answered with a bit of a, hey. To my absolute surprise, do you know what this man said? He told me he was proud of me. He said, I am so proud of you. I want you to know how much I admire your tenacity. Like, you're driving up there. You want this. You are determined to do this. I want you to know how proud of you I am. Like, I did not expect this. And wow, that's all I call for. I know you're listening to a podcast, but I just really wanted to tell you that I am really, really impressed. And that just warmed my entire heart, because this is so un-Jessie. I make things happen, but not when it comes to driving. So that was just an absolute delight. And yeah, it was a lot for all of us, even with the husband, because before he was a father, he would have drove me up here. Like, this is what he would do. He would drive me to New York to go pick up perfume, or because there was a restaurant I wanted to go to. We would go to Toronto because I wanted Indian. Copenhagen for the weekend. Like, that's how we did so yeah. And I could see in his eyes that it's like, Dad, like, I can't help because I have the baby, and I would not want to get on the road with her. Like, that would have just been too much. So with all of that, I arrived on time. Of course, my hotel did not have parking, because that's not something I ever needed in New York. Call the front desk, let them know that I need to come in, change really quick. Can I double park in front, check in, do all the things? They let me do that. Found a parking lot not too far. It was 4 minutes away from the venue yesterday, and it all worked out. So I have absolutely no complaints about the hotel, but the event, no. Let's get to the event. I am still grinning from ear to ear. To have been invited to Zach's 5th event was amazing, absolutely amazing. But to have been invited to Zach's 5th event in conjunction to the financial diet was just, that's what it was. Because it has not been easy as a content creator that focuses on fashion and finance. It's just a weird space. A lot of times, brands that I have pitched to, they want to know, like, what are you? Are you a fashion blogger, or are you a finance blogger? Because we can't have you telling people to save money and not to shop. So I get it, but then I don't, because we need finances to buy the fashion. So make it make sense. That's why I'm here. So yesterday, being in a room filled with mostly women, but there were some men there too, that loved the two, was absolutely amazing. Hearing the senior vice president speak, hearing Chelsea, I have been following her since before I had a public page. Like, personal finances are so important to me. And this was really an indicator that I am on the right track. And it was just a really, really good time. I got to meet some amazing content creators, and it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. And I'm still this view. I'm trying to stay on track. I feel like I've done a great job staying on track, but this view it's everything. So I am going to get ready. As you can see, I'm already packed up. I am going to get ready to go. It is 8:33. I have been up so early. I contemplated editing this vlog and getting it posted, but I need to get home. I'm driving. But I decided, you know what? I have to make the most of this. I have a car heading south. I want to stop at some thrift stores, some consignment shops, see what's going on out in these 95 South streets. So that will be on a separate vlog. I just want to say a huge merci beaucoup for the love and support that you all continue to show, for you watching my videos, for you commenting, you all watching the ads. That means so much to me financially. I shared that in my 25 days of vlogging, just tips how you can help your favorite content creators where it does not cost you a thing. Affiliate links, you don't pay for that. The company pays the content creator a small commission. Watching the ads, it helps us out so much, and I am just forever grateful for you all. It means the absolute world. You all sticking with me as I embark on this new journey. That's luxury. That is the ultimate luxury. So until the next vlog, alrighty, ciao for now.